running out of the theater screaming because Shao Kahn shows up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember leaving a theater excited before
Shang
that.
Tsung,
Like,
that actor, that Asian actor who plays Shang Tsung, I realized, and I've seen him in a bunch of things.
He was your uncle. His name was like Harry Hiroyuki or something.
I don't know, but dude, that guy's been in a lot of movies.
Yeah. He's always the bad guy.
Always the fucking bad
He's
guy.
always bad.
Yeah.
But he's
got
always
that bad
great.
guy face.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's great.
And not only that, but in that movie,
He does muscle therapy
dude,
for athletes.
You see him in a fucking like evil villain vest most of the time, or an evil villain like cape thing. But when he takes off the shit,
And he's fucking ripped.
dude, that guy was ripped.
Yeah,
because I see him now, and he's like this old ass, wrinkly fucking Asian dude. In that movie, in Mortal Kombat, I can see why they fucking hired him. He was fucking.
That was a reveal. That was a reveal.
They cast him as Shang Tsung in the web series.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh
yeah. That's right.
Legacy, and
That's right.
They said we got to get this guy back.
And I think that was obviously the best choice.
Also, the guy that played Kano in that movie committed suicide.
Yeah, no, he was.
Whoa, hold on. The end.
How? No, how?
Thanks for tuning in to Sleepycast.
Jesus Christ, man.
Before you end it, how did that happen?
I don't fucking know. I just know he's
He was like a friend found him or whatever, and he had lied. He was never from Australia. He was billed in his resume said I'm from Australia, mate. And then it was like, no, you're actually from West Sussex, you fuck. And he would use that because it would actually get him roles,
right?
Because he had a lot of bit roles and things. Like there was a really bad like early mid 90s movie called Deep Rising, which is about a big octopus that inhabited a ship. And they would go in there and they need mercenaries. So this dude was like, I'm Australia, I could totally do this part. And then they get him in there, and then apparently like that had something to do with it. Like he committed suicide because he lied about being Australian for so long. Weird. Something like that.
Wow.
And
all he had to do to pull it back was say, oh, I'm just a really good voice actor then.
Yeah.
You know,
just move on up there.
The guy that played Kano in the web series of Mortal Kombat also committed suicide.
What?
Jesus Christ.
The cursed role.
Yeah, dude. That's like the Madden curse.
Good podcast we're
The
doing.
Kano curse.
Hey, don't forget, guys. Christopher Lee is dead. Don't forget.
How many people have played Kano, and how many are still alive?
The Kano curse, of course, curse is spelled with a K there.
Yes, of course. Yes. Absolutely. Flawless victory. I want to know, and then like the person who did like the voice or the character model for Kano in the original games.
Dead.
You're a liar. You're a liar. If that's true, that's
the guy that animated Kano, dead.
The guy who came up with the name Kano, dead.
Great tumor.
says Kano.
There's a lot of people that named Kano, they're dead now.
If your name has the letters that could be rearranged into the word Kano, dead.
There is somebody that works in Mortal Kombat Studios, whatever the fuck, NetherRealm, whatever, and their sole job is to make sure every C is turned into a K in the manuals.
Yeah.
Every time you flip it through, it's like...
The fact that
they're still doing it makes me think that they put it out with C's, and then people like tested it and went, nah, this is fucking wrong. Like, Jesus Christ, do we still have to do the bit?
They probably have a program that like just gets...
Wipes all the C's.
That, or if
their keyboards don't even have the letters.
That's right. Or their font
you get fired if you use a C.
Their font type does not allow it. The C.
I remember some marketing thing. They're like, no, the K just looks better.
It does look better.
It does. Look better.
It looks like sharp blades.
Versus MK.
Yeah.
People who drink Drano, dead.
Cohen.
Confirmed.
Did you drink Drano? Are you sure? Maybe you don't know. Call. You might be entitled to compensation if you drank fucking Drano.
So I take this wicked shit, I wipe my ass, I look at the paper, it's covered in like this chunky, like ruby red blood. I'm freaking out. I mean, I got my phone, 911, ready to go. Then I remember I ate beets last night.
Call us now.
Call 1-800, I don't know. That's 1-800, I don't know.
Call this fucking number.
This is the Sleepycast season finale, featuring
Stamper, Rice Pirate, Oni, Psychic Pebbles, Spaz Kid, Nile, Johnny Utah,
and
Tom Fulp, My name is not really Captain Dickhead. I have been living a lie. All my stories, everything I've ever said, it is a lie. One day the truth will be revealed, but not today. Today I have a doctor's appointment because my pee-pee is coming out like cottage cheese. See you in another life.
There is a world as tangible as our own, impossible to see yet unavoidable to sense. A world enveloped by a seemingly unending ocean of forests. Buried deep in that forest, tucked away neatly within a blanket of twilight, lies a quaint little cabin. And in that cabin...
Jesus, shut up! God, it's the season finale! It's the Sleepycast season finale! God, fuck!
Good to see you. More powerful than a grizzly, more agile than a cougar, with reflexes faster than 2 cobras combined. It is the evolutionary bridge between man and beast and Sasquatch. Enter the domain of the North American Sanksquatch, towering nearly 1.5 inches over the typical brownstone Sasquatch. Wait, Sasquatch? Or Sasquatch? Fine, whatever. Tune in next week as Discovery takes you deep within the vicious web of sex, lies, and drugs that is the secret world of the North American Sasquatch. Only on Discovery After Hours.
Welcome to the 30th and most special episode ever of the Sleepy Cabin podcast. I'm Jeff.
And why is it special, Jeff?
Yeah, why, Jeff? Jeff?
Well, much like the finale of a TV show, one of the cast members is dying.
It's true.
It's the Bruce Waynes. Who are we gonna kill up
I
tonight?
just broke the mic.
This is real, buddy.
Spoiler alert, it's me.
Every season we're gonna lose a member.
Also, every member of
you hit it at the
Sleepycast
end.
is here tonight.
Yeah.
That's right, that is-
Wow, that took us long enough.
First time golf clap.
We'll try not to talk over each other. Yep.
Corey? Introduce yourself, Corey.
My name is Corey Spaskid.
They call me Z to the Dizzles.
See, I actually said my name.
That is my
So I am already on.
You get an A+, Zach gets a Z-.
Nice,
Zach.
dude. I'm Zach, dude. Come on, get over it.
Good as I'm still Niall. Good old Niall.
We're working on that, but yeah, alright.
Maybe one day. I'm Chris. Moving on.
Yeah. I'm Stamper TV. How's it going?
And I am Rice Pirate Mick. Welcome to the podcast. This is a very special episode, as Jeff said. Fuck did it fuck up. This is the final episode of the season, episode 30. We got a lot of shit to cover, so let's fucking do it.
A lot of shit to cover.
We got questions and stories and songs for y'all.
And answers. that too, Niall.
And answers to songs.
And answers to songs and answers to answers. All right, so to start it off, we do want to say, hey, thank you to our patrons who have supported us throughout all of this. We hope you love the podcast and all the other content. Thanks for all your support to all of us in general. No, it really has meant a lot.
And you know what? No one was twisting your arm to pay for anything.
Except for that $1 tier.
Yeah,
If you donated $1, just shut up your ass.
Whatever, dude. I kissed so many people at the conventions.
Yeah, you know why?
We earned it.
Yeah,
You
dude.
got sick from that.
Guys,
If 500 people are donating $1, they
I'm
count.
not going.
It does.
Sick.
It
I only got
absolutely
sick
counts.
from the guy that gave me tongue. When the normal people
Niall?
just made
Close your mouth
Can you clarify
when
it
you
wasn't
kiss
me?
strangers.
It wasn't.
I don't think we got tongue, Niall.
No, you did slip a bit of tongue in.
Sorry.
Listen,
No,
they
it
call
was
it
nice.
they call it a
I got
tear
caught in the
because
moment.
everybody cries.
You tasted like
once
marshmallows
in their life.
and cigarettes.
No, I love you, and we're gonna move on to the next question. The first question, and this comes from Aiden Gill, and they said, "How did each one of you discover Newgrounds?" Lightning round. We've answered this before, so we're gonna blaze through it. Go, Jeff.
In 2004, I needed a job, and I searched Flash in Google, and Newgrounds came up, and then I asked Tom for a job, and he said yes, and then I worked here.
Perfect.
That's how I found out.
Hentai Meat and Fuck games and Mario and Sonic vs. Sprite collabs.
You were doing
McCoy said, what do you do?
Go!
In 2005, I tried to make cartoons about a little character that was a tomato, and he'd always get sliced up at the end, and I put him on Newgrounds. So when I was 14, my friend Paul showed me a website on retarded animal babies, and I kept going on.
In like 1999, I stumbled upon it because I was looking for funny animated GIFs, and then I found an animated GIF that had sound in it, and I was like, holy shit.
Wait, what?
On
Whoa, shut up. What?
No, but it was Flash.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was what I thought was an animated GIF, but it had sound in it, and it was on Newgrounds, and that was before the automated portal even existed.
Oh, you mean like most of our cartoons that people just rip and fucking post as
He's
GIFs
saying
without sound?
he saw a GIF that was
a GIF with sound, and he couldn't believe that sound was on a GIF.
Yeah.
You don't understand the concept of a dot.
And then Tom started adding my flashes early.
Yeah.
Before the automated shit.
You know, Tom always says in his sleep, like while he's lying in bed, he always says he likes you the best.
Tom's a little bitch.
Yeah. All right, I found Newgrounds through.
I love Tom. I'm just kidding.
An Ego Raptor video he posted on YouTube that said, "Stop watching my cartoons on YouTube. Go to Newgrounds because it's better." John Toomey asked, "Who do you hope to have on season 2 of the podcast?"
Stamper.
Oh my god, that dude,
so quick.
The speed with which
so quick.
that fucking answer came out, that was amazing. Amazing. Yeah. You know, I'm just moving on. Fuck the rest of that question. Moving on. Travis Powell asks, if an investor approached Sleepy Cabin and gave you guys $500,000 check, but wanted a 5% stake in the company, would you take it?
Yes.
And what would you do with it if you did?
Take the money, shut down the company, let's start a new company.
Buy a Resident Evil man?
Called Captain Sleepy.
It's like flipping houses. You just
Start a new Patreon, keep the old one running, and just stack them up. Is that what you guys are talking
I'd like
about?
to think the real answer would be we'd probably do a couple animated series, we'd actually make content.
It's gonna be like tiredhouse.com.
I think actually what I would do is I would tell
like to
him
jump
a
over.
series of questions to catch him off guard to see if he actually was truly a Sleepy Cabin fan.
Wait, what? No, who cares if he's a fan? He
He's
just
getting
gave you a
money, dude.
$500,000 check.
Well, if he knew about Sleepy Cabin, it's just not he's a fan.
The other question is, are you going to take it if somebody wants 5%?
No,
I
I
think
would tell
everybody
him,
says yes.
This is what I would say.
I was gonna say, Chris, you can't spend all the money in your Resident Evil mansion.
Yeah, it's not fair. You can spend half of
I would really want to
You
make
can build
cartoons.
half of the mansion.
I would really
Yeah,
spend it all
I
on
think
cartoons.
I honestly think we would probably do a couple series.
$500,000.
seems like a really arbitrary number. Like, why
Yeah,
would
$500,000.
anybody be like, here's $500,000 and I want 5%?
Assume he's a creepy rich kid, like he has a rich
Right.
dad or something.
I
That's the
would
deal.
bring him into a dark room where light is shining on him, and I would ask him, "Does my dad
that dark
fuck
and is
me?"
it cold?
And then start chopping off his fingers
Wait, what's
with
your
pliers.
If he didn't give me the
If
answer
you
I
didn't give
wanted,
me the
yeah.
answer,
I'd buy a capture card and start Let's Playing and make triple that.
One day.
you'd start. So you're basically saying with $500,000, you'd start a Minecraft Let's Play channel.
Yes.
All right.
I
all
would-
right.
I would slowly-
Moving on.
I would
So he would
slowly-
keep all the money and then just
and make
start
more.
Let's Playing
There you
and
go.
make more.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nathan Brown asks, not that Sleepy Cabin has been going for almost a year. How do you dashing guys feel about the growth and work of Sleepy Cabin? Has working together helped you guys grow as content producers?
No, truthfully, working together has made me hate and resent people.
Yeah, this group actually hates each other. We all hate each other. This is really ending. This is real.
Has it?
This is real talk.
Oh, we are friends and we hang
Yeah,
out.
wow.
We
We
are
are
friends.
friends. Everybody
We hang
and
out.
Sleepy
Hello,
Cabin
like
We are friends.
Jax,
are
I like
exactly
you
how it
a
is
lot.
portrayed
Jeff,
in the videos.
you are a good
and
friend of
podcasts.
mine. I value your friendship.
Tomorrow,
podcast is-
we
No.
hang out.
Let's
None of
go
that,
to
no.
eat a steak.
You're all wrong. You're.
What was the question?
Yeah,
It
what's the
was
question?
basically, has working together helped you guys grow as content
Really?
producers?
No, because we've all been working together anyways.
Wait, what's a content creator?
Oh my
They
God,
make content.
Corey,
They
I'm
make less
smashing
The
your
shit you've
face.
been doing for the last decade
You
of your
cre-
life, man.
You make content. You make things and put them online for people to watch.
You know, that's what all these fucking worthless Let's Players call themselves who play video games. They create content.
Yeah, you're a content creator.
Oh, stuff like
Yeah.
Stuff. Literally just stuff. Like shit you throw at a wall.
If
It's
you
content.
eat a sandwich on camera and put it on YouTube, you're a
It's
content
content.
creator.
If you spit into the
No,
sink,
I
it really
haven't
has no
yet.
meaning
If
to it.
anything, I haven't made anything.
It has no validity
So
to
it's
it.
No,
actually
I think
derived like
here's what's
content
ironic
creating.
is that we've got Jeff and Corey, who both have been working on a game with Tom Fulp.
Yeah,
we
daily.
have Zach and Chris, who both have been working on Hellbenders.
Daily.
We have Now, who's been working on half of the ladies in Philadelphia and outside of the state. And then we've got
Mostly
Stamper.
black. Mostly.
Yeah, Stamper and me, who have also been working on some other stuff. So while we have Sleepy Cabin, we chose a time to start this when everybody was working on these huge other fucking projects.
It was basically like, hey, let's start a podcast while we're all super invested in something.
We're all drowning in work.
Next, we got Jace Baker. He says...
We sent him shit today.
Yeah. We sent
yesterday.
We sent a lot of people shit today and yesterday. You're having your biography written. Which fellow Sleepy Cabin member or Jeff would you want to write it? Would you want to write it? So,
I'd let Stamper write
Shot down
Yeah.
again.
Okay. Wait. You would write Stampers?
So he would let Stamper write his.
Oh, you would let Stamper write yours.
Who would you want to write yours?
Correct. Yes.
I would knock that shit out of the park too.
All right.
Great.
Corey, who would you want to write your
I'd have
biography?
pictures in it too for people that don't like to read.
Write your life.
No, an autobiography is something you write yourself.
That'd be you writing yourself.
What would you
Your
want somebody
biography.
else to write your biography?
Like your life. If you died today and someone in the Sleepy Cabin was writing a book about you, what would it be?
Write your life.
Who would you?
You're having your biography written.
It's a good question.
Which fellow Sleepy Cabin member
First
would
of all,
write it?
it's kind of a big ordeal because you're asking someone to write your biography.
Are you gonna tell us about your black friend and fucking cold corn?
No, that's important. But
Why don't we just go full blown Corey and have Celery write it?
No,
move on.
Listen, okay? Whoever would write it would have a fucking fun experience. Because let me tell you something about my biography.
So Zach would write it. All right,
Yeah,
Zach would
would
write
write
yours.
All right. I like how you just whittled that down. He's like, someone would have fun. It would be
I
Zach.
want Zach to do it. Yeah,
I would
okay, Zach.
expect you to stretch the truth just to make it really epic on like.
I wouldn't have to. You're a fucking maniac in the nicest way, Corey. I would have nothing to
Well, write better.
Zach, who would you
Good
have write your
punctuation.
biography?
It's a tie. Either Jeff or Stamper. I know Jeff would just roast me. I'd be curious to see what Jeff. Zach was born ugly and stupid.
Let me tell you something, Zach. I would be diplomatic. I would.
I think Stamper. I think you like halfway through the book.
not gonna lie.
You'd slip it. I think you'd slip it a lie just to see if anybody buy it. Like you put some weird in like the middle, just putting
Like your dick is shaped like a question
Yeah,
mark.
but just telling the rest of it. So I'd be curious.
You would do that, dude. You would like hide in stuff. Like, you had a small wiener every chance you.
Whatever. I'd shit on myself too.
Zach loves cartoons. His penis is really gross looking. You should see it, dude. Ew, LOL. And then the rest would be like.
Like you did amazing things.
Yeah.
Like the climax of the story is your wiener shaped like a question mark.
He was a pedophile. I don't know. Anyways, moving on.
I'd have a lot of sarcasm, maybe so much people wouldn't even know what to think.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think you can include sarcasm in a book because people don't really understand sarcasm.
I don't know how else to.
It's like the Chinese language. It's so literal that it's like hard to be sarcastic.
If somebody asked me to write a biography, I would fill in the stuff that they didn't really know with stuff I thought.
You would write their life like a movie.
Well, they would tell me.
Oh, you would be like the frosting in between layers of cake.
I was gonna say. You would have something.
Just making up bullshit.
Yeah, you're like,
all
I
the
was
way
born
up.
and raised on a farm with my father until the spaceship came to pick us up.
So you'd lie.
No, I would.
Niall,
I would tell
who
the
would
truth.
you have write your biography?
I'd say
occasionally.
I'd say Stamper or Chris, but maybe Stamper because I don't think Chris would actually do it. I think he would do it.
Dude, I would.
In fairness, you wouldn't though, would you? Would you sit down and write like 140 pages? That's all the book.
I would have to go to fucking Galway over the fucking Irish hills and talk to your parents.
Would you do that?
Who would fucking yell at me?
You wouldn't do that. Stamper would.
I would do it if you died, okay?
This is not.
Chris, Chris, who would you have write your
I'd have
biography?
Corey because he'd make shit up and he'd make everything stupid and it'd be funny.
It would be funny.
It would be funny.
Something about these assholes doing
Corey'd
like a
say
real
weird
one.
shit like I came from the land of sand or something, and then that would be it.
I would, dude.
He was born in the land of sand.
It would just be a fairy tale.
Yeah, dude. Water people and fucking all sorts of shit. Like
there'd be like Fraggle Rock characters.
He learned about animation through the sounds of seashells.
I would do that.
Stamper, who would write your biography?
Jeff or Niall? Fuck you, Mick. Fuck you and fuck you.
I'd write very sincerely. There would be a few typos. There would be a few typos.
You'd be Mother
Because I
Teresa
think I'm
number two.
thorough, but I'm not as thorough as you are.
People be really keep getting
I'd make
irritated.
some
What-
mistakes,
yeah.
but it would be from the heart. Thank you.
Chris.
I was saying Mick, but you're too nice. You're a little too flowery.
No, I wouldn't. I would always sugarcoat shit.
Chris, your biography would just be in capital letters, just no periods, because I don't like doing periods. And there would just be commas where periods should
Just
be.
be like a long run sentence.
I need somebody.
Be like
And then towards the middle of it, I'd be like, oh, sorry, cap lock. I'd actually type that in. I'd be like, anyways.
I need somebody that has the balls to break me down to my bare matter and then explain why it happened, and just keep going up and down like
know
this.
both sides of everything.
Stamper, why don't you trust me, Stamper? I wrote a good biography for you,
I'm a
Stamper.
neutral force.
I doubt it. I doubt it, Zach.
I would make all the excuses for Stamper. That's the
I think
problem.
it interesting, Stamper.
I think I'll say what actually happened.
Do you want the truth or do you want lies?
No, what would I lie about?
I'm truth.
You're lies. You're bullshit. You're sass. Not
Does
real.
anybody know anything about you? Does anybody know anything about you?
Boy.
Corey's literally
Truthfully,
about you.
I expected if Zach wrote my biography, then like there'd be some photo with like of me on the cover with like a Photoshop like American flag next to
Yeah,
it.
maybe, be you like this, and be like 3 bridges of you, one looking to the side, one looking up.
As a
like black
thinking
and white.
man looking up at the sky.
Every corner of the phone.
Where everybody who knows me, the cover would be me in a coffin rotting.
No. The actual photo I have on my phone and I posted on Twitter, it was you when you passed out on the rug after one of our Twitch streams. You were literally face down in the rug with a bottle next to you. It literally looked like a crime scene. You looked fucking murdered.
Was it like fucking Chris Farley's death photo? Would it be like
Yeah, no, it was, if somebody had
celebritydeaths.com?
pulled like half of his shorts down at that point, it literally would have like some rape murder scene. I have it on my phone and I posted
He probably
it.
had shit around his ass. He probably did. Look,
you know
Was
what?
my face in pussy?
No, your face was deep down in the rug. It
was in carpet.
I get it. Fuck you. I would actually have either Stamper or Chris write my bios, only because Stamper knows a whole lot of fucking shit that's happened in my life in a short amount of time.
Does
and,
he?
Yeah. And Chris would write it.
Do you want science
Does
fiction
anybody
or
know
truth?
anything about you?
Yeah, well,
mysterious now. I think
these
about
guys.
it.
Do you want
and
racist
Chris
stereotypes?
would write probably the
Nick, who did you
funniest
kill?
biography, only because like there'd be no punctuation and there'd be lots of misspelled words, like then he crunks on the grunk or whatever, and he just misspell everything, just like his scripts that he sends to us.
scripts like
You know
No,
what?
I love that you write scripts like that.
That question was like a roundabout way of saying who do you trust the most?
No, that's not
I was
true.
thinking that, Stamper.
No, that's not
That's
true
exactly
at all.
what
That's
that
not true at all.
question means.
No, because I believe that a lot of you guys would trust me.
No, that question is exactly like who would you kill first in reverse. That's exactly what that question means.
I would
That's true.
I would trust you and Stamper, but if I said, look, I need one of you to like put a bullet in me, I would trust Stamper.
No, yeah.
Bang!
No, you chose
I
correct.
do it, but I might miss.
Yeah, no.
You
Yeah,
chose
you
correct.
guys would hit me in like the liver
No,
or something.
Jeff, I'd shoot you like, I'd shoot you like 10 times in the head to make
No, Jeff knows
I'd be
that I would stare at him or whoever made that call and be like, why does it have to be this way?
Stamper and I have a blood pact.
Yeah. No, Stamper would just be like, all right, it has to be done. Boom. I would
We're
be
driving
like,
off a cliff like Thelma and Louise one day.
yeah, that's
All
right.
We held hands and all.
Thumb and Louise, all
See, Nick,
the
you're
way.
too nice. You would like shoot him in the liver and be like,
can
I don't
come
know
along-
if
you
I
can
should
ride the
fully
back if
kill
you
you
want.
yet.
No,
Stamper and I
I'd
are the
probably
full
shoot
man.
myself before I'd shoot somebody else. All right, we got that question. Yay! Andrew Dorr asks, me and a mate are visiting the USA from Australia in a few weeks. Are there any places in New York that you recommend we check out?
Yo, Jeff, what was that fucking ramen place we went to?
I don't know. I don't know the name. It's like the.
Fast that was.
Oh, that one.
I
Yeah.
so tasty,
I
right?
don't know what
we
the name
went
of
with
it is.
Tom.
I'll tell you what we need to do.
Yo, that was some of the best
That was
food
great, though.
ever. It was
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal.
Freddy and
fucking
Pepper's
ramen.
Pizza. Mwah.
No,
great.
go to Papa Pia's Pizzeria.
Go to Jontron's house.
That was the one I was gonna fucking say.
Knock on the door.
Guys,
God
the
damn it.
real answer is, and please, whoever's editing this. What?
Hello? Hello?
Oh, are you serious?
Tom Fulp. Tom Fulp fucking screaming up at us, taking a piss?
Yeah, he was just saying it.
What?
He was peeing, he heard us, and then he said, hello. That's all it was.
Why is he here?
Because he wanted to pee without having to go
at
into the building.
8:40.
Because he wanted to see the building.
Hey, Tom!
Can I, guys?
Tom, why aren't you at home peeing?
He had a special night with April, but I don't know why he's here.
Why is he peeing on April? That's what I want to know. You should be peeing all over his
Put
wife.
that in the
Oh
podcast.
my god, that is the most random ass bullshit.
Guys, I have a role answer here. Please, whoever's editing this, put patriotic music behind what I'm saying, because if
Patreon music?
Patriotic, I'll tell you this, because look, if you go to New York, you got to see those big potholes on the ground. Those people fucking took down that day. 3,000 Americans died.
You gotta check out this place called Times Square.
Corey and I went to Ground Zero.
Yeah, the swimming pool, like two.
No,
swimming
nobody
pools?
was swimming. There was a little brown guy swimming around. He was very disrespectful. He was laughing, just going, Anyways, this is a fun podcast story. It's very small. Mick, you saw
Corey, you know those swimming pools is where our country was attacked.
Why would they attack a swimming pool?
Can I say this? Can I say this?
Yes. There was a kiddie pool in the middle of New York, and they crashed a plane into it.
2 kids died.
The ugly building on top of it.
4 water floaties. 2 rubber duckies were knocked down that day, my friend. It was a horrible day.
It was a travesty. America's never been the same.
Yeah, but there was no fire.
Shit. I'm dying.
And there was gold under the kiddie pool.
3,000 plastic pool rings died that day. Guys,
it's good we say this stuff because I want to make sure people have a zero level of respect or any expectations.
Oh, dude, it's perfect. You just close the door on everything. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Can I say this?
Everything with impunity here.
Mick, you saw 9/11 happen. You've never brought this up on the podcast. Mick fucking saw 9/11.
Are you serious?
Mick.
He had a front row seat to fucking 9/11 and he never brought it up.
He was
on
on the
podcast.
2 towers, right on the antenna.
Hanging on to the Twin Towers.
I thought I already talked about 9/11.
Truthfully, tell us what happened from your perspective.
Wow, this is gonna draw
Your
shit out.
widescreen perspective.
No, just be concise.
Okay, I woke up.
Yeah.
I went to the post office. I had a package to send to my mom. On my way to the post office, a guy stopped me in the street and said, "Hey, did you hear the towers got hit?" And I literally did not process it and just thought the guy was crazy. It's New York, you never know. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I went to the post office, sent my package. No one at the post office seemed to have any kind of reaction at all. And on my way back, there was some people that, I don't know. I guess it's kind of like, things felt a little weird, but like I didn't really anticipate anything. I got to pretty much to our building, and there was a bunch of people standing outside, and they were on their phones, and everybody was trying to make phone calls. And I asked what was going on, and they said that the Twin Towers got hit, and I said, what? I mean, I guess like when they say it, you're just like, what does that mean? Like,
It got hit? Like,
yeah,
why?
like what do you mean? Yeah, and then
Yeah, I got hit by hackers.
yeah, or
got
something,
hit
and
by-
then somebody said, no, a plane flew into it. I was like, oh shit, that's fucking crazy. And they're like, yeah, you can see it from the roof. And I was like, oh shit. So I was like, okay. At that point, it was just like, oh, the towers got hit.
It was a
Yeah. So I
weird-
went up,
yeah.
and I was living with 2 film guys, Adrian Elsie and Ben Baker, and they were both film guys. And I went upstairs, and Ben was smoking. Adrian wasn't there. He did whatever he wanted. Ben was a big pothead back then. He still may be. Ben Baker, Lee. Anyways, I woke him up, and I said, hey, dude, I heard the towers got hit, and you can see it from the roof. We should go up. And he's like, what are you talking about? Anyways, he woke up, and he brought his camera up, and we went up, and all the people in our building, which we very rarely saw. It was a converted warehouse, textile factory, which was then turned into a bunch of lofts. 248 McKibben Street. Anyone in New York who knows that, it's there. Anyways, it's off the Montrose stop, and we went up to the roof, and there was just everybody was up on the roof of the building, and they all had their phones out, and everyone was trying to make phone calls, and no one could get through to anything. But what was really creepy is that you're across the river, so you can actually look across into Manhattan, and you could just see like one of the towers and just like smoke coming out of it, and it was pretty creepy.
The iconic image.
Yeah, well, it was one of the iconic images. It was both of them were still standing at the time.
Yeah.
And only one was hit at this point, am I correct?
Yeah, only one was hit.
You got there before the second one was hit.
Yeah. So everyone had said the first one hit, and then by that time I got home and went upstairs and we saw it. And then while we were up there, somebody brought up a television because none of our shit was fucking working. No one could make phone calls and all that kind of shit.
All the lines were like.
I believe this is what I believe. I was telling Stamper this earlier, was that the cellular tower was on top of the Twin Towers. I believe that was the case. I'm
This
not
was
sure.
2001, where people had cell phones, but it wasn't like a huge thing.
A lot of people had them at that point. Yeah, a lot of people had them at that
But
point.
it wasn't as accessible.
We all had that flip shit. There was no like smartphones.
there's like flip Nokia.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well,
Yeah, so But anyways, we were up there and no one could make phone calls, and one of the towers was hit. Ben brought up his camera, and someone brought up a television, an antenna television, and they had the local news going on, which was interesting because, like, pixel for pixel, what you saw on the horizon versus what you saw, on the actual television was pretty much relative. And then the second one, well, basically everything after the first one hit. So we saw the first tower go down. We also saw the second one hit. And when all that was happening, I just remember everyone trying to call people. And Stamper and I were actually talking about like post-apocalyptic movies where like, how do people feel like the world is ending? And we always see like, you know, people hanging from a lamppost or people shooting themselves or whatever. But the truth is, the way it really fucking hits you is when your cell phone...
You try to fucking